5 years ago, July, I was moved to a new position at work. It was a promotion of sorts, so I was pumped and I was psyched about it, initially. Then, after I got into the day-to-day of this new position, I started to become a little bit unsure, a little bit uncertain, maybe even a little bit intimidated. So tell me, have you ever gotten involved in a new endeavor and felt like after you got into it, maybe you've bitten off a little bit more than you could chew? Anybody? Okay. So that's the way I was feeling. But then my 8-year-old daughter, 8 at the time, showed me how to get over those feelings of uncertainty and really how to win. And what she taught me, I call the lesson of the loom. And here's what happened. One Saturday morning, I go downstairs to eat breakfast. I noticed my daughter in the corner on the other side of a table working on something. I couldn't see what it was because the table sat about this high, so I could see from about here up on her. As I continued to eat breakfast, I heard her go, huh! I looked over, she's still working, but now she's working with that little kid around face. I continued to eat breakfast. I heard her again, huh! And then again, huh! Daddy! And she comes walking over with this toy in her hand. And the toy was a rainbow loom. This toy was very popular across the United States back then. Kids used this toy to create rainbow bracelets, different styles of these bracelets. And my daughter was working on a new kind of bracelet called a starburst bracelet. This was a new endeavor for her, kind of like my job was a new endeavor for me. And she was feeling a little bit unsure, a little bit uncertain, maybe a little bit intimidated. Because instead of creating this beautiful rubber band creation, she had created this mangled up mass of rubber bands. And so she comes to me and she says, Daddy, I'll never be able to make a starburst bracelet. And so at that point, I decided I would cross that boundary that really no self-respecting man ever wants to cross. So I said, okay, let's look at the instructions. And the instructions consisted of this girl on YouTube showing us how to put this rubber band bracelet together. And so we looked at the little girl on YouTube, and the girl says, okay, you need to stretch the rubber band from this peg to this peg, and then make sure the arrows are pointing upwards. Then you want to go all the way to the end, but not to this one. You're going to stretch over here to over there. And I will admit that when I saw the instructions, for an instant, I thought, oh my gosh, I'll never be able to make this. But my daughter, she got it. She said, ooh, ooh, Daddy, I got it. And she took my hand and gently, yet forcefully, removed it from the rainbow loom. And she went to work on it. A little while later, she comes to me again, carrying the rainbow loom in her hand. And this time, she had a look of nervous anticipation on her face. And she sits on my lap, and she starts pulling the rubber bands off the loom. And she got it off, and she got off a starburst bracelet. And she holds the bracelet up between me and her, and she goes like this. And she sat there just beaming from ear to ear. And as a parent, I thought, oh my gosh, that's awesome. To see my child achieve that. And as a guy who's looking for success clues, I thought, I want that. I want that joy you get when you reach your goal. I want the joy you get when you overcome obstacles and reach the end that you're looking for. I want the joy you get with accomplishment. And my daughter really kind of showed me how to get that. She had shown me that if you persist toward your goal, you can reach it. And when you do, there's joy in reaching that end. And that's the lesson of the loom. Persist until you reach your goal. And when you do, there's joy in the end. Nothing worthwhile can be accomplished without persistence. A successful life cannot. Success in a job cannot. Not even the construction of a rainbow loom starburst bracelet. Back in the year 2000, I was with a company that went belly up in the .com bust. And when that company failed, it left clients unserviced across the Southeast. A colleague of mine and I decided we're going to start our own businesses and service those clients. And we did. He started one in Alabama, I started one in Atlanta. But as is often the case with startup businesses, revenue was up and down. It was like a roller coaster. And back then, as is the case now, roller coasters make me sick. So I decided I was going to get off that ride. I got a job. My friend, Stan is his name, he persisted. And so now, Stan, in the year 2017, in Alabama, has a multi-million-dollar business. I have lingering regrets and wonderings about what might have been if I had only persisted. I'm never going to make that mistake again. In fact, right now, I'm chasing some Starburst bracelets that are too valuable to ever give up on. I'm chasing a Starburst bracelet in the form of a new business that I just started, trying to get that up and going. I'm chasing a Starburst bracelet in the form of my 3 children, who I'm trying to raise to be productive citizens in our society. I'm chasing a Starburst bracelet in the form of my wife and building a strong relationship with her, one that lasts a lifetime. And I'm going to persist until I reach my goal and get that joy in the end. Concerning persistence, the 30th President of the United States, Calvin Coolidge, said the following: "Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men of talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. The slogan, 'Press on,' has solved and always will solve the problems of the human race." So my fellow business professionals, what is your Starburst bracelet? Is it to reach a certain level of fitness or to lose a certain number of pounds? Is it to establish a business or succeed at a job? Is it to establish a new relationship or strengthen an existing one? Whatever it is, as you proceed toward your goal, when the tough times come, as they inevitably will, remember the lesson of the loom. Persist, press on until you reach your goal and get your joy in the end. Thank you.